tonight. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
Yeah, they held them to well under 200 yards of total offense, and in today's NFL, that's a feat to be proud of, especially with the emphasis on offense and what we're seeing each and every week, that great creativity and usual productivity.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 22 carries, 122 yards.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
That's how you pick up a 1st down. You know where the sticks are. You know where the 1st down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was dominant. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 more there and another 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the handoff, it's Akers. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that detracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Running left is Henderson. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run here with Akers. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things. And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Looking downfield for Jones. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Titans. Julio Jones. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield. And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving. Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right? In that case, he left me a long time ago. Come on now. Trust me. Cam Akers of the Rams offense ready to go back to work. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one. We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week. These two teams all tied after one. Second and 2. On the give, this is Akers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 76 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run here with Akers. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now a run with Akers. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. Here's second and 10. On the ground, it's Akers. And only able to get two here. Stopped at the 30. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Both players with a shot at it that time, but neither coming away with it.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
They snap it to Stafford. And he's got Dorsett complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. They'll try the left side with Henderson. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Credit the tackle for loss to Harold Landry.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Here's a run with Akers on second down. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a fourth down now.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Left side, it's Dorsett. Touchdown! Philip Dorsett. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. Time again to see what Ryan Tannehill and the Titans can do. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Tannehill on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
So much of his game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. On 1st down at Stafford. Dorsett making the catch. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll run on 1st down. Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll give this to Akers running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st down, Akers. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Second down, it's Henderson. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Darrell Henderson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And now Not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Titans offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this.
They set up the screen for Henry. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Tannehill on first down. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's got some space here. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And Folk's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
1 second, all that remains.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started.
This fielded right at the goal line. Cam Akers of the Rams offense ready to go back to work.
And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
They'll run on first down. Akers, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Here's Akers.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And quickly, they get to the line.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he's going to have a Rams first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
On 2nd down now. Akers, he'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Complete to Dorsett. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 38-yard line. 21 yards there on third down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Going right back to Akers. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 161 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll run this with Akers. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Derrick Henry. And he's got this down to the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style, too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your number 1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. To throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. Open man, Julio. Touchdown, Tennessee. Julio Jones. with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Folk connects on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. We'll see if he can do it. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Dorsett's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On first down, it's Henderson, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. That's good for 28 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll go again here with Akers. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Henderson going to run for it. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Man open, here is Jones. Touchdown, Titans. Julio Jones, 69 yards. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Rams have got it. And that should just about seal this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll keep it on the ground. Akers, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. Open space inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, a 23-yard run. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Now Tannehill. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
One last throw here for Tannehill. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A very pivotal two-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get two, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all